Hello everybody, welcome to Banu and Virgo here. I have a lover's situation I'm doing for my collective. To subscribers, I will be, if you drop a comment in the comment section, I will add you into the read. I know that when I watch readings, I always, even if it resonates, sometimes it doesn't, it's not my story, but even if it resonates. And so it's always nice to have that reassurance of what if the part of the read is for you or not for you. So I'm offering that to my subscribers. If you want to keep that in mind when you hit the like, share, subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the like or dislike. It does help keep the message in the algorithm for to get it to the people who are meant to hear it. How we do it is I ask that you use your discernment. If it doesn't fit, please don't force it to fit. If it doesn't resonate, please don't force it to resonate. If you have to jog your mind and memory in any which way, shape, or form, it just simply probably means that it's not your read. Well, perhaps maybe I'll get you on the next. Also, don't forget to check out my other channel, Banu in Virgo. Banu in Virgo, only this one is navigating change. Which will be coming up. I'm gonna grow the channel before you hit pop onto that one. So, all signs. For your lover situation and your current situation, you are currently, it's judgment. There's new choices, new beginnings, perhaps an awakening to realization of something, self-realization on your guys' situation, or whether it be you or them, vice versa, put it where it fits. There's an awakening happening, an awareness. How I do it on here is I usually don't read the cards until I read them with you guys. I lay them out and then I go through it with you. Occasionally, I will review them first. Just depends what left. I'm like, ooh, idea. So that being said, so there's an awakening awareness happening. Choices that are being that are being necessary to be made. Your feelings on it is, like I said, the lovers. Choices, new beginnings, realizations. There is what's the word? I'm trying to find a necessary choice, a very critical choice that's need to be made. And then you got temperance is for balance. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, so for your feelings in this situation, because your current situation is a major critical choice, decision-making changes on the horizon that are coming to the forefront, and for your feelings is you're having to make a critical choice, again, regarding balance, self-moderation, and everything regarding the situation. And for their feelings, I have the Ace of Wands. So their feelings is a new beginning. Wanting to be their authentic self in hopes that it's being accepted. Perhaps maybe they weren't their authentic self in prior moments or whatnot. But there wasn't authenticity in this situation. And so for your fears, I have the Wheel of Fortune. Your fear is that there's a major shift that's going to happen that ultimately could deflect or change or alter the situation. You fear that, or that it'll change or alter their situation or their feelings. And for your wishes, is the Eight of Wands, which is fast momentum. You want the situation to hurry up, I know that, but you also want to be able to peel off all the layers behind everything. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you're hoping for a rapid response, rapid communication concerning your goals towards the situation, which is the major choice. Maybe you guys are thinking about getting married, or moving into a house together, or moving out of state, or going against family wishes. But you're hoping for a swift action concerning your things. Your desire is for things to move forward without delay. Let's see. And so for their fears, we have the Ace of Swords. Their fears is they're afraid of the truth. Perhaps that you're not going to feel the same way as they do. Because obviously there's major decision choice makings that are having to come into all this. Let's get further into this and we'll figure this out. Or they're a painful realization that cuts through some kind of illusion. For their wishes is the Five of Wands. That's awkward. I feel like their wish is that if there's going to be any confrontation in anything or any kind of conflict, that it resides before the choices and the decisions that are made. I mean, this could also mean that they're wishing for a desired excitement, a friendly rivalry. That doesn't make no sense, so I don't think that would be it, right? It's like they're up for a challenge to engage in this situation. Or maybe they're at a challenge to compete with somebody else. A competition, right? Let's see. So that's but for your insecurities is Six of Wands. Your insecurities is not being able to have power over the situation, control over the situation, leadership over the situation. Your insecurities is that it's not going to follow through. Your insecurities is that you won't be able to have the lead in this, maybe. That it won't be successful. I feel like you're insecure that you won't be successful in this. So clearly there's obviously competition happening. Maybe they have somebody else that they're having to choose from, or maybe you have somebody else that you have to choose from, and this is why it comes down to the current situation with a major life choice, a major change, a major awakening happening, a major awareness of something. Because, yeah, in your insecurities that you're not gonna be successful. And so, with their insecurities is the King of Swords. So their insecurities is that their truth, them standing their ground, is going to change the outcome. That some kind of truth or some kind of clarity in the situation will change opinions or outcomes. It doesn't have to mean that. Or perhaps that their indecisiveness, because obviously there's choices that are being made, that their indecisiveness make them seem harsh, or detached from the situation. So I feel like both of you are having to make some major choices, but their insecurities is definitely feeling like their indecisiveness is going to make them feel detached, or like they're not being serious to the forefront. And so for the joint solution number 1, we have the 5 of Cups and the Emperor. So the joint solution is obviously leaving things behind. Because if you're making a choice on picking this in particular person, because this is with the one that you're in love with, your solution is to leave things behind. Taking power, you're taking a stance, control in the situation. Be upfront, honest, by leaving things behind. Making your actions and your words matching your energy. You can't bend. Show flexibility, show vulnerability. Be honest. Showing that you have the power in controlling your emotions. Have power in controlling your emotions by leaving things behind. Showing them that you're serious. Because they're already indecisive. Yeah. And so for the other joint solution I have is the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. I would have to assume that it doesn't have to be with the 3 of Cups as being like a third party. So that's why there's major choices coming through. And the 4 of Cups is to pay attention. Don't be so detached, or don't detach yourself from the situation. Because as we know, the 4 of Cups is about in the original tarot, it's a hand coming out of the clouds. There's possibilities and stuff that, and the person's ignoring all the possibilities. So this would have to, I would have to say definitely that to definitely recognize all the possibilities that there is in a situation, because there's choices, and definitely in your feeling, you have the choices. Critical choices that are having to be made, that's bringing in balance and blending. So for the joint, so make sure you're aware of all the possibilities before you make your major choice, and that come together and celebrate. Because it's about celebration, friendship, harmony. Also, but it could also mean a third wheel. We all know that it could mean a third party. So paying attention to all the possibilities of the third party situation also. I mean, put it where it fits. But definitely consider that. So, okay. So here we have a current situation. There's major choice change, or major life changes that are happening. There's awareness, awakenings that are becoming, realizations that are coming to the table, and your feelings are that you have to make that critical choice, that critical decision that's going to bring in balance, something that you know that's going to be balanced out for you. So you have choices that you have to make. Maybe you have other people, and their feelings is that they want authenticity. They want to step into something that's going to be authentic, or they can be themselves. And you you fear that there's going to be some kind of shift that changes all of this. That you're going to make the wrong choice and it's going to change the whole outcome, or they're going to make a choice that's going to change the whole outcome, and you're scared that that wheel's going to turn, and or that the universe is going to change something, and you fear that because this is something that you're really wanting. And so your wish is to take fast momentum on this. You want to get to this situation before everything does change. And get down to, you want to take action on this goal of yours. And their fear is that their indecisiveness, because obviously they're making choices too, that they're going to come up. No. Sorry, I had to make sure I had to back that up. Their fears is a painful truth that can be thrown out at any point in time, because obviously I feel like this is definitely a third party. I definitely feel like there's a third party, because there's choices and challenges being thrown onto the table. And so your fears, there's so many cards, your fears is that there's going to be a shift that changes everything, that the wheel can turn at any point in time and it's going to change their mind. Well, they fear the same thing. They fear that their the clarity and the truth and the decisive action taking is going to be something that a painful realization can bring to the table as well. So you guys are fearing the same thing. And then their wishes is to engage into this also. You guys are both wanting to take action and engage into the situation before anything changes. And your insecurities is that you're not going to have success with this. That this is not going to be successful. And at the same time, their insecurities is that their indecisiveness is going to make them seem like they're detached from it all. So you both need to take action on it, because you guys are both fearing the same thing. Because the solution is to take control, leave things behind, walk away from everything that you guys are that you guys are both fearing. Leave it all behind by taking control of the situation, to make sure that you or them, put it where it fits, make sure that you guys go through all of the possibilities. Come together and celebrate in harmony, enjoy whatever, or the possibilities of that third party. You see what I'm saying? It could go either way. You gotta put it where it fits, but to make sure that you guys definitely go over all the possibilities that are being thrown out at you guys, because you guys are fearing the same thing. You're fearing that they're going to change their mind, that there's going to be something that happens that shifts the entire situation. And their fears is that something's going to plop in, or their truth is going to change the outcome too, or there's going to be a painful realization. Like maybe you don't want that, because you're the one that's having to make major life choices and decisions, because there's a major shift happening, an awakening that's happening, a painful realization, or a happy realization that has you needing to make that critical choice. Obviously, because there's possibilities, third party, or like I said, it can go either way. So, what do we have? At the bottom, we have a new start, a fresh beginning, a leap of faith. Taking chances. Take that leap of faith. Hop into the situation. Take that fast momentum. Take that action. Engage in in the competition or together. This is a new beginning, a fresh start for you. You've been really working on freeing yourself, thinking you're stuck in some other situation, and you're not. You can free yourself and jump into this if this is what you want, if this is the person that you're in love with. You already know what choice to make. You already have the answers. And so, yeah. And because there's choices and different possibilities, it's going to require a great deal of strength and courage to make that decision and that choice. From the sounds of it, somebody might end up hurt. But if this is what you're wanting, this is what they're wanting, then obviously those choices, somebody's going to get hurt anyways. So you need to follow your heart. It's going to take a great deal of strength and courage, wisdom, knowledge. But making sure you figure out all those possibilities, know those possibilities. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So, your outcome. Great deal of strength. Take the chance. Jump on in. Take that leap of faith. That leap of faith. You guys are both fearing the same thing. That neither one of you guys are going to make the right choice, a decision. You're scared there's going to be some kind of shift that happens, or there's going to be a change of momentum. They're scared that their indecisiveness is going to think, you're going to think they're detached. So, hop on it before something does change. So, I hope I'm going to leave it there. I hope you find confirmation, clarity in that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Weigh all your options. Because obviously there's somebody else involved. And you're being asked to pay attention to all of the different things that are going on around you. You need to really be sure that's what you want. Make sure that they come matching you, that you're not bending to match their insecurities. They don't bend to match your insecurities. Both of you need to show vulnerability equally. Flexibility, vulnerability, meet in the middle, and make sure the energies are matching the words. But what was that? Leaving things behind. Where was that? Yeah, but you guys have to leave things behind if that's what you choose. The past can't come with you, and you have to be able to make that choice. If there's anybody that you can't stand to lose, you better be prepared for it if you're going to make that decision. Because this is going to be where you choose one or the other, and you have to stick to it. You can't bring the past into the future. And they're scared, obviously, because there's indecisiveness, that they're going to seem detached, or like they're hem-hawing. You both should know what you want. So before you engage in all this, be sure you recognize everything. So I wish you luck. Don't forget to drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next.